Here I'm quickly running out of time, so I'm just going to do the clay mask, and I'm just going to paint it black on white. I start out thinking about doing it white on black, but it's just too hard, even with adjusting the shader. Yeah, and I'm just going to build the clay entirely in the shader in my render scene. But all it's going to do is knock the specular out down substantially and add color. Just grabbing any bits and pieces I think I might need for painting it. I'm going into a multiply mode. So I'm going to look at my reference and how I want it to sit. Grabbing a chunk of cracking texture. Using the metal reveal brush from the hard surface shelf. Just great for a cracky, flaky edge to go with my texture. Playing with my ambient occlusion to just keep it out of his nostrils and lips. Grabbing a bit of a dirty scrubby brush just to mess up the edges a bit. Kind of the powdier, slightly more, powdery areas that would have dusted off. Just refitting things. I want to reveal a bit more of the lips. I don't want to lose all the work that's gone into the lip area. I'm just going to add a bit of the clay, just introduce it around the bust, just to yeah, just so it's not entirely localized. Playing around, masking my disc fine in. I'm basically just using this as a quick way to add a bit of specular interest to the horns, since it's all going to be activated in the render scene anyway. I may as well just have a bit of a play around with utilizing it for a few other purposes. I'm just going to go back and scrub it out of any areas that I expect to move and break the clay free as it dries. Obviously around the lips where they're rubbing together, and also trying to give some direction to it being applied in a downward vertical motion. Quite happy the way that crack runs around the top of the nostril across the nose, because I'd expect his nostrils to flare up, he would there'd be movement across that area. So you can see I've hooked that all up in the shader. It's a pretty simple setup. Just making some core areas denser using burn shadows. Revealing a bit more of the nostril area. Yeah, and just adding a bit more around the horns. I think the one of the great things about this kind of workflow, and especially using Mari, is it just cuts down all the extra crap you have to do in between painting and rendering. So just all the file management and the stuff that just sucks up so much time that we could be spending becoming, improving our skills and honing our skills, and the freedom to just just try things out, and it doesn't matter if they don't work, and sometimes they will and sometimes they won't, but yeah, it's liberating. If you're working in a pipeline or a workflow that involves you spending half an hour implicating all your maps into your render, it's just, you just don't have that liberty, especially in a professional environment. So